Coming to you again. Today we're going to go ahead and go over some of this information for the second class. It's going to be about photos. I'm going to be giving you a lot of information. So let's go ahead and get started. When you're using Instagram, like I said in the first class, it's all about the pictures or the videos. So to get started, when you look at your app and you open it up on your phone or your tablet, you're going to see at the very bottom in the center, you'll see the blue camera button. Now you have a choice of taking a new photo or choosing one that's already in your file, meaning like your gallery or your whatever word your particular phone may use. Of course, the other option is going to be to take a video. To take a video, you're going to hold that blue button in, and it'll only be good for as long as 15 seconds. Now what I like to recommend is if you're going to shoot a video, don't do it to the Instagram app. Then go ahead and shoot that video, upload it to Instagram, do any editing that you need to do, then go ahead and put that exact same video, which is going to be native to your phone, and upload it to Facebook. That'll also allow you to put a call to action on your Facebook video. So that kind of gives you 2 in 1. So here you see, there's the camera button, and that's where it is that you're going to start, right by hitting that button. In Instagram, all of your media is automatically cropped into that square shape. Now Instagram recently made a change. You're able to do a landscape mode, which is a new change. There are also, I took the time to count them this week, there's a total of 23 filters at the bottom. And those filters are going to magically edit your picture so that you can look like a professional. So you see, this I took from my gallery, and then there were all of these filters, and there were a whole lot more that are available. It is so much fun to experiment and see some of the different effects that you're going to get with those filters. You don't want to just assume that you want it to be regular. You'll be surprised at some of the changes that those filters will make. Filters add a different predetermined layer to your photos. You can add stuff that will make your photos look vintage. You'll have a border on it. The early bird filter has rounded edges that will put on your photo. And Kelvin adds a rough sandpapery frame. So what you want to do is you can not have any of those borders on there by tapping the square frame on the upper left of the screen. Let's take a look at some of these pictures that were created using filters. That picture was taken and then they added a filter. Love this one from Paris. You can see that that just isn't a regular picture. They went ahead and put a filter on that before they posted it. And then here's one more, and that one has more of a vintage look to it as well. It gives wonderful effects and gives you those types of pictures that are going to really grab somebody's attention. There's another celebrated editing option on Instagram. It's called Tiltshift. It allows you to selectively focus certain planes of the photo, almost like you were using a special DSLR lens. Tiltshift is going to give you the appearance of an altered depth of field, which can make your smartphone snap pictures or snaps look stunning if you use it wisely. You can experiment with that Tiltshift feature by tapping on the button above the photo. It'll look like a little water droplet. From there you can choose either a horizontal bar or a circle. The bar adds a thin field of focus across your image, and you can tap and move it up and down, or do a 2-finger tap and swivel and rotate. It's going to give you a lot of different effects that you can play with on there. You'll find that Tiltshift elevates many of your photos to a professional, sometimes even an artistic standard. But other times, Tiltshift isn't going to seem like it belongs there. So you're going to need to use your best judgment and your artistic know-how to determine what it is that you're looking for. Now, there's a lot of other options that you can use on Instagram. Before you save your photo, you want to test those editing options. Touch on the sun icon. It's on the lower left of the edit screen. That'll give you a lux effect, which is essentially an auto enhance button that enriches the colors of your image. I always make sure that I do the auto enhance. Additionally, there will be a curved arrow to the right of the frame option that will rotate your image. And the next camera icon flips your camera front facing so that you can take a picture of yourself. There is that little sun image, okay? And this is a picture that came from my phone. And you can see some of the different effects that are down here at the bottom. I probably should have taken it across a little bit more so that you could have seen some of those different effects. But here it is whenever I auto enhanced it. With video on Instagram, you can record a short video clip ranging anywhere from 3 to 15 seconds. You just want to hold that camera button and make sure the recorder option is on the right. Like I said before, I think a much wiser option is to go ahead and do your video by doing it directly from your phone, record your video, and then upload it to Instagram. You can do any edits that you need to do once it gets into the Instagram account. But that, to me, that's a much wiser way to go, because then you'll be able to upload it directly to YouTube. You'll be able to upload it to Facebook. And the really good part about that is that then you can add that call to action that Facebook allows us to put at the end of our own videos. We can't do that on a YouTube video. And if we upload that video from Instagram to Facebook, we can't put that call to action in there. So you want to choose to film either one continuous segment or maybe even several clips that are going to be spliced together. That'll allow you for some creative stop motion or animated videos. You can create multiple clips by lifting your finger off the record button. If you aren't happy, delete it by pressing the delete arrow button. When you're finished recording your video, you want to click that next button, add any filters just like you do on a photo. Only Instagram video offers different filter options than on the photo. If you have an iPhone 4S or later, you'll also have a video stabilizing feature. Though turned on by default, the stabilization can be toggled by using a simple click. Once your photo is ready to go, click on the green, is what all the stuff that I researched said, but in my case it was a blue check mark. This is going to bring you to a social sharing screen. So you see, here is that blue button. Again, here's where we do those auto enhancing. And then what's going to happen is when you click this, it's going to take you to another screen. Here you're able to tag your friends. You can tag your friends by using the @ symbol, and then you type in their Instagram account name in your post description. Or you can tap on the photo and identify your friend specifically on the pic. This is going to alert them that you've tagged them, but it'll also save the photo to their clipboard, and then they'll be able to see it on their particular account. So those are two different ways that you can go ahead and watch me correcting as I do the video. Those are two different options that you can do as you're going ahead and tagging your friends. So you see, the next picture, we were here, and then it's going to take us to tag people. Here I started to write in that description, but this is where you're going to be able to go ahead and put in that tag people area. Once you tap, you can drag, if you're doing like your friends, once you tap on that, you can move this image and move it around. Obviously my slides got a little mixed up. That's supposed to be in with tagging your friends. I'm so sorry. If you want, you can add a caption that's going to explain what you photographed, or an anecdote, or something that you know that your particular network is going to enjoy. If it's something about your business, go ahead and write what it is that's going on there. Then what's going to happen is you'll come to this screen where it's waiting for a comment. You go ahead and put in that comment information. And the purpose of Instagram is to share the photo. It's not to read a paragraph about somebody's day. It's nothing like what we see on Facebook or even Twitter, for example. What you want to do is describe that photo in one short sentence. Period. The end. Don't go writing a whole lot of stuff. That's just not necessary. So in this one, that picture that I showed earlier that was about forgiveness, I wrote, "Forgiveness is so important for you." Short, to the point. That was the point that I wanted to make. Next, you want to go ahead and share that photo. So you can hit that share button that's down at the bottom. Now, before you share that photo, you have two different ways that you can put in hashtags. You can go ahead and put your hashtags in with your description, which is right here, if that's something that you want to do. Or you can go ahead and put those hashtags in with a comment that you add. So you can put in those category hashtags. You can put in your @mentioned people. Just remember that hashtags are like categories. Let's say that you're into anti-aging and you're going to share a post of before and after. Half the picture showing a before and the second half shows an after. So you're going to use, let's say, the hashtag beauty. Now there's like this imaginary folder that has your picture in it, along with anybody else that uses that hashtag, the hashtag beauty, with it. So if somebody's going to search for hashtag beauty, then your picture is going to show up. I go into hashtags into a lot of detail in my handout. Make sure that you get it. I also include information about banned hashtags. Of course, you never want to use a banned hashtag. If you use a banned hashtag in your list of hashtags, then what's going to happen is Instagram isn't going to post any of them at all. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you put those hashtags in there. You can put them, like I said, in the comment section, or you can actually put them in the description section. You can head to your profile tab and you can select Find Friends. You might search for friends who contacted their Facebook and Twitter accounts to Instagram. You can put in your phone's contact list to find more connections. Let me go back to hashtags here. One of the things that I learned that you can do, let's say that right here I go ahead and put these images, these hashtags in my comment section. I can go back and go ahead and edit wherever those comments are going to be. I can add more hashtags again. If those hashtags are here in the description, I can go back in, edit that description, change out those hashtags entirely differently, and give that picture a total new life all over again because of those hashtags. So once you start following some users, you're going to see your photo appear in their news feed, and they'll be able to access it by tapping the icon that looks like a little house on the left of the navigation panel. Alongside user photos, you'll see people that have liked or commented on the photo. Add your own 2 cents. Remember, this is social media. This isn't about just posting pictures to people. You want to communicate and make it a social platform. Instagram's presence on the web has improved enormously in the past year. You can now use the web version to do just about everything, such as edit your profile, which I talked about in the first class. You can comment, and you can like photos, discover and follow other users, but you cannot upload pictures and videos. You can get some really nice pictures, let's say here from Facebook, and get those off of your phone and go ahead and put them on Instagram. Believe it or not, you're now able to schedule Instagram pics and videos from your laptop or your mobile using an app called Hootsuite. before your photo or your video actually is going to show up on your Instagram account. You still have to use the phone or mobile device to approve the post, but it can be done. A lot of people find this a huge boost for their social media usage because now they're able to go ahead and schedule their posts and not take the time of looking for something and editing it and so on. I go over some of the most fabulous apps that you can get to edit your photos if you don't want to just settle for the Instagram filters. That's all going to be on the handout. I also go over hashtags. I give you a list of some of the hashtags. I give you ones that you can copy and paste. I give you multiple websites that you can go to get lists. I also give you, most importantly, that list of banned hashtags for Instagram. So make sure that you get your handout today. Next week, we'll be going over Instagram and your business. In the meantime, have a really blessed week, and I look forward to talking to you then. Bye-bye.